Eve.
Hey everyone, I'm Courtney Revolution.
I'm Savannah Palacio, and welcome to
The Homecoming Queens! Every Wednesday on Homecoming Queens, we will have one of our pals from the realityverse to tell us what it's like to go on TV, come off TV, and have everyone know who you are.
The full episode of Homecoming Queens is available on our Eve YouTube channel, or you can watch us on your favorite podcast app. Rate, review, and subscribe. You know how it goes.
Today's guest is a really good friend of mine. His name is Mike Mulderrig. He is from Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club, X on the Beach Season 5. And if you know anything about Mike, he loves a good drink and he loves drama with a capital D. But before we get into all of the mess with Mike, me and Savannah need to tell y'all what's going on with us. Savannah, what's going on? How are you?
I'm good, you know. I was partying in my car this morning on the way over here. You know, I was having a little concert.
Were you were driving the Soul Train?
Coffee, yeah, coffee in hand. I said, oh. It was great. I don't know. I feel like I've been doing really good lately. Your glasses, I can't stop complimenting them. I know I said them earlier today.
Thank
but your
you.
glasses look so good. Where are they from?
I think these are from I Buy Direct, non-spons.
Ooh.
Non-spons, no coin.
Yeah, I love I Buy Direct though.
Yeah, I love I Buy Direct. I wanted to get some green frames because, you know, green attracts money, and that's what I love to have in my bank account.
Yes, green is my favorite color.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, my birthstone is emerald.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
You know, I'm just repping.
And yes, I love that.
I have a question.
Okay.
How do you know when you need to stop going out and stay home? Because I've been going out a lot, and I feel like I'm like not stressed, not frustrated, because every time I go out, I'm having fun. But I just am feeling like, damn, when was the last time I woosah'd?
Maybe some of your hobbies need to change. Like maybe you don't need to stop going out, but maybe in lieu of you going out, you should pick up a hobby. And like we should do that ceramics class, you know? I'll help you.
Y'all, we have been talking about going to the ceramics class for months now.
No, not months. No. Okay, wait. We've been busy with this podcast.
True.
And like we see a lot of each other, you know? And so like I need to miss you. I need to allow you to miss me.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can't always be together.
We're not. First of all,
Honestly,
don't let her get it twisted. We are not always together.
Yeah.
I see your ass once a week.
No.
Once a week. This podcast.
But I saw you at the FYC event. I saw you the day before for the podcast.
Savannah, before the FYC event and before this podcast, tell them how many times you saw me.
Oh, you know what? That's kind of true. Only whenever we would go out and stuff.
I would see Savannah ass once every 60 goddamn days, yo.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
Once every 45 days, to be more realistic.
Lie. What do they say in the Amber Heard trial? They say, objection, hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
Goodbye. Anyway, I don't know. How do you know when you're like, am I feeling burnt out? How am I asking you to tell me how I'm feeling?
No.
Tell me how I'm feeling, Savannah.
How are you feeling?
I don't know. Maybe I'm a little burnt out. I feel like I've been doing a lot of good things, but I just am feeling like I need to take care of my mental for a little bit. I need like a week off. Not a week off from like a podcast, but like from like dinners and seeing people every day. I've done something every single day this week.
You need to recharge your social battery.
Yeah. I'm feeling like, you know when your phone is like on 2% and you reach for the charger and then that shit just die? I feel like the dying phone.
Why does that happen to my phone every day though?
Because you're busy. You got shit going on.
Yeah.
Run your battery right on out.
I agree with you though. Like, I feel like sometimes it's just a lot. Like it's an event here, it's a party there, it's a friend's birthday this day, and then it's just a lot going on top of already having to be on for a majority of the day, right? So I do understand that. Yeah, just maybe picking up a hobby that doesn't require you to be on your phone. That's kind of why I go skiing a lot in the winter.
That makes sense.
Because no one can get a hold of me when I'm up there. So I can't use my phone anyways. And it like gives me something to do outside, fresh air, something active. So I feel like I'm also working out, you know, but I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm not going to the gym, you know.
I feel you. I'm about to learn how to play tennis.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like tennis would be amazing for you.
Put a little skirt on, you know, get my Venus on.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, hang on. Get that camera.
Okay. I'm over. Oh, get it. Ooh.
Okay, I like that advice. Okay, y'all, if you're feeling burnt out and your mental is feeling major, pick up a hobby. My advice is take a nap.
I mean, a hobby doesn't have to be something active. I mean, you could just go to the beach. You could just commit to doing like a walk around your neighborhood every day at a certain time, you know? Like it could just be something like in your schedule that doesn't require you to be on your phone, you know? Especially because we all work from home now.
Yeah.
And so all of us are constantly looking at screens. It's just sometimes nice to like not...
That's how I feel when I go to the gym, because I'm not like really on my phone like that. I queue up my songs and then
I mean, you could listen to this podcast on your walk.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would.
Yeah.
It's a good podcast.
You could go on a little walk.
You're stupid. But I could.
You could go on a walk. You could put in your headphones.
Oh.
Okay, no one will bug you. Push your hair back so everybody sees the headphones so no one tries to talk to you.
Put on Khalid's Skyline, because that's my jam right now.
Put your stunner shades on.
Oh, doors open, man. Doors open, man. Doors open. Do you understand? I've been listening to that song so much since we talked. I will show you right now. I literally put it on my it was literally I was literally listening to it before I walked up to you today. Yes.
I love E40.
I forgot how much I loved that song until you brought it up.
He's amazing. Good job. Thank you. But yeah, you know, go on a little walk, you know, listen to podcasts.
So the lesson for today is before you get into mess, take care of your mental.
Yes, I love that. That was good.
With that being said, are we about to get into mic? You may think meal kits are expensive, but it turns out every plate is 25% cheaper than grocery shopping. Try America's best value meal kit and you'll not only reduce food waste, but save money.
Let me just put this into perspective for you. I saved so much time and money with every plate. I was able to book a monthly mani-pedi at my local salon without feeling like I was being silly with my money because I had more money. This is not a joke, y'all.
Every plate has 17 recipes for you to choose from each week. Never get bored. Swap proteins and sides and get the dinner routine you deserve. Spice it up with every plate's new extras like Vanilla Delight Cheesecake, Sweet Kale Salad, or the Protein Bundle.
Life is too short for boring food. Every plate keeps it exciting with seasonal recipes and a variety of meat, seafood, and veggie options.
I'd rather be outside in the sun than in my kitchen stirring away at something I might not even like. With every plate, their simple, stress-free recipes are only 6 steps and take 30 minutes or less.
Try every plate for just $1.79 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering code HomecomingQueens179.
Get started with every plate for just $1.79 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering code HomecomingQueens179.
That's $1.79 per meal by going to everyplate.com and entering code HomecomingQueens179.
That's up to $104 value.
Happy eating. Yeah.
Is that the smell of vodka I'm sniffing in the hallway?
I think I smell him. He's approaching.
Oh, all right, y'all. He's here. It's Mr. Mike Mulderrig.
Yay! Mike!
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome home, baby.
I'm happy to be here in like an actual set and studio. Normally when I do a podcast, it's like in a messy apartment. So it's fucking fabulous.
We can make it messier in here.
I mean, we're already here, so it's messy enough.
Okay,
yeah, I agree, honestly. And it'll only get messier from here.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll get into it.
I'm ready. What's up?
I want to start this off by saying, do you realize that we have known each other since 2014?
Courtney,
I looked through our DMs this morning.
you did?
Yeah, 2014.
14?
Okay, me and
Yeah.
Courtney, I actually get like a little emotional when I think about it because Courtney, I literally, before I moved to LA, I stayed in his apartment. And then I did. He was like, when I came to visit, he showed me around LA. He introduced me to Ricky. And we had a whole night out. And I'm like, I need to live here. So then I moved out here and I had a rough first year. I spent many a night crying on Courtney's couch. Just because it was like the year where like I moved out to a new city. I didn't know anyone. I just came out. I was doing like a lot of bad things that were like making me go through it. And the two of us also had like this dream of doing like, we always said we'd be great TV and social media. Cut to 5 years later, we know a lot of people that have come and gone. And the two of us have both had TV opportunities and killing it on social media. Like I love when my friends succeed, and the fact that I get to do it with them gets me off.
That is a beautiful bromance.
Yeah, it's like, I always feel about my friendship with Mike is we very much planned it this way. Like we sat on my couch, we're like, bitch, you could be on TV. No, bitch, you could be on TV. And now we're both on TV. And now we're on our podcast.
Yeah.
Talking about your time on TV.
Yeah. Well, we didn't talk for a year.
Wait, really?
He just like goes right into it.
I want to talk about it.
Go ahead, Mike.
Let's
go
fight,
ahead.
Right,
yeah, let's talk about
The producers
it.
are like, wait, this isn't in the script. Go ahead, Mike.
Well,
Tell them why we didn't talk for you.
We won't drop names, but I think there was a mutual friend between Courtney and I who was like playing a bad game of telephone. So when Courtney gets mad, he just kind of like, and you can tell your version of this because I don't really know what happened on your end.
But my behavior is going to sound very much like Courtney on The Circle. So so y'all know, I'm very consistent in my behavior. So what happened was I had a roommate, and the roommate had a crush on Mike and was jealous of the friendship that we had. So what he did was he lied to me and told me that Mike was saying all this shit about me. And I was like, why would Mike be doing that? This bitch is on my couch all the time. Yeah. And we're like eating ice cream in my fucking kitchen and ruining our diets. And I was like furious. Like Mike came into my house and I was like silent. And then we were like out in the club the same night, and Mike came up to me like, hey! And I was like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, I was just like...
not even that. He looked at me and I was like, is everything okay? And he just goes, we need to talk. And walked away from me. And then I didn't hear from him for a year and a half. Like, what? I was like, what happened? I didn't know what happened. Like, I was never mad. And this bitch knows, like, I'll talk shit, but I will do it to your face.
Yeah, of course.
No problem doing that.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, because then it's not talking shit. It's like reading.
Yeah.
And your best friends read you.
Exactly. Exactly.
But then we literally, and it was so easy because I did my first show. And then Courtney, I think, got wind of it and like texted me. He was like, wanted to say like, congrats. And then he was like, do you want to come over, by the way? And I was like, you know what? Yeah. And I came over and he walks out of his house and just goes, oh my God, and opens his arms. I just give him a hug and it was fine.
What the hell? You're so weird.
Yeah.
Well, you just got over it?
Here's the thing. I eventually found out that my roommate was a scammer. A scammer and a compulsive liar. So once I put him out, and it literally was putting his ass out, like I threw him out, I had to do, as I say, my Savannah moment, I had to do some self-reflecting. Maybe I should reflect on that, like you said on The Circle. Yeah. And I have those moments all the time. And I was talking to my friends at my barista job, and I was like, you know what? I think I need to apologize. And I hate apologizing, but it was the mature thing to do because I knew for a fact that it was me not talking to you.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I was at literally the Harvest Bar. And I was like, I wrote this long, I'm a good long passage writer. And I was just being honest. And I knew in my heart you would forgive me.
But I was never. I wasn't forgiving. I was never mad at you.
I know. I was
just genuinely curious.
I was furious.
I
know you were.
That's it. We need to talk.
Except we're not.
Scared.
For a year.
Yeah, you're scary. We need to talk. I would not. I'd be like, okay.
Y'all saw the show?
Yeah.
Y'all saw the show. I don't know what y'all heard about me, but you might as well believe it at this point.
Yeah.
So.
And you guys see, like, you see my, if I know, well, I was going to say y'all saw the show, but no one's seen my shows.
We've seen your, don't get into it.
We're going to get into
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's just get into it. All right. Before we get into X on the Beach, you did Lindsay Lohan Beach Club. What the hell is Lindsay Lohan Beach Club?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was pitched to us, and the pitch sounded perfect. It wanted to be like a Vanderpump Rules knockoff. Think Vanderpump Rules meets Jersey Shore, but with Lindsay Lohan instead of Lisa Vanderpump in Mykonos. Wild. And I was like, I called, I don't think I was talking to you at the time, but I called everyone. I was like, bitch, it's happened. I signed a 5-season contract because we were gonna do 2 seasons in Mykonos, then Athens, then Rhodes, and then Dubai. That was the season.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah. I was so excited for that show. And I didn't audition.
Wait, so it didn't happen at all?
It happened.
Okay.
It happened because I didn't audition. You know, they came to the Abbey. They had the whole thing cast, and production was there. And then they squashed the cast because Lindsay and Panos, the owner, thought they were too ugly. So they squashed it, and they had a week to recast. So they came to my bar, and they were like at the Abbey, and they were like, "Do you guys have any bitchy bartenders?" And they were like, "You gotta talk to Mike." And they came over, and they were like asking me questions. I thought it was a job interview. They were like, "Do you want to work for the summer in Greece?" I was like, yeah. And then after I got the job, they were like, by the way, we're going to film it and your boss is Lindsay Lohan. I was like, oh, okay. So by the time I found out about the show, 3 days later, I was on a plane. There was no time to look over the contract.
3 days?
3 days. My body was not right.
Wait, how long were you going to be gone for?
A month and a half.
How did you get everything together for a month and a half in 3 days?
I wish I could talk about stuff that hasn't even come out yet, that I had a 6-hour notice, but we ain't even going to talk about that because I can't. But
that's, okay, go on. That's crazy.
Well, they also told me like you can't wear brand clothes, and it was my first show opportunity, so I went to Target and I just bought a bunch of clothes at Target, threw it in a suitcase, and left. And then I got there, and I was so excited to be there. But then like day one, we had like orientation with Lindsay, and they were like, if you fuck anybody, date anybody, or cause any drama, you're going home, and you're fired. And if Lindsay fired you, like production can't intervene, you're actually fired.
Whoa.
And I was just like, I raised my hand. I'm like, I came here to do every single one of those things. So I'm like surprised I even made it to the finale.
Right. Do these rules also apply for when she's inebriated? Like if she just lashes out, or is it only things that she can do when she? I'm asking because we know. I mean, how do I say this diplomatically?
Is she on drugs?
I think we were all under the impression that Lindsay Lohan was working on her sobriety at the particular time that Mike was shooting the show.
She was a user. She, had a track record for being one. So yeah, I just want to know.
I'm trying to think of what I can legally say.
Yes.
I will say this. Lindsay was very nice. She didn't make a lot of sense. And the whole point of the show was her coming back after being gone to show that she was a great boss and was sober and was killing it.
Was she all three of those?
I was going to ask exactly that question.
Was she a great boss?
I'm going to say she wasn't all three of those. How's that?
There you go.
And there were 2 days where we couldn't film because for some reason or another, she was unable to come to filming. And when she would lash out at us, the edit would make it seem like we didn't know what we were doing. So like, for example, when it's like, they would sit us down every morning and tell us our job. And today they're like, Savannah, today your job is social media. Here's your phone. Just go around and take care of the Instagram. And you do your job. Lindsay comes in, lashes out for you being on your phone, doesn't know that it's your job because she wasn't there. The edit of the show comes out. Look at Savannah just on her phone all day. She's not even working. She's such a bad worker. And you're like, I just did what you told me to do.
So
gotta love TV.
Was there a lot was there a lot of that going on Lohan Beach Club?
A lot. Like we were not able to be confrontational. We were not able to fight. If we were, you could go home. But sometimes it was also like, it was also suggested and like they wanted us to do that, but we could go home. And so we didn't want to do that because if we go home, we don't get paid. So the whole cast was like dumbed down and the show was boring as fuck. And we didn't know what it was because then all of a sudden people are going home. We didn't know anybody was going to go home.
Kayla from The Challenge rolling up out of nowhere.
Nowhere causing shit.
Yeah. They literally a girl from The Challenge just like shows up on Lohan Beach Club, and then she just like fights with Lindsay and then gets sent home. Yeah, like it was kind of weird. Yeah. Even as a fan of reality TV, that was very strange to me.
I'm sorry. If you're not going to allow drama, why are you going to have a reality TV show? Isn't that the reason why people watch reality TV?
It's like, dude, what was the purpose of the show? To be entertaining or for us to believe that Lindsay Lohan could handle being a boss?
She could have just put out an Instagram post about her sobriety and we could have just washed our hands of it.
Well, you could have look how Lisa Vanderpump does it. Like Lisa lets the cast destroy one another.
Yeah.
Like go crazy, but as long as they're not fucking up at work, she doesn't get involved. But like Lindsay came over, someone got fired for having a messy room. Like we were like, what is going? 2 people smacked each other. That was fine. A guy was a misogynistic asshole to all the girls in the house. That was fine. But when I got nude at a nude beach, they tried to make me sound like I was a predator and said, you expose yourself to children.
Yeah.
We're firing you. And I'm like, it's a nude beach. There were no children. You put children in the edit, and that could actually fuck me up in the real world.
They did not
Mike,
do that.
before-
Did they really do
Yeah,
that?
they said you don't represent.
Explain the situation for
Oh
those
my
that haven't
gosh.
seen Lohan Beach Club, how it showed on the show.
What happened when so Sophie and Nathan from Geordie Shore came to visit, and they were like, Mike, they're Geordie Shore, they're partiers, you can't keep up with them, don't even try. And by the way, Sophie, why they told me this, I don't know, but like, Sophie doesn't like bi guys, so like, leave her alone. I was like, all right, okay, I don't know why, but I know you're baiting me, game on, I know my job. So I said, I'm going to party their asses off, and then I'm going to make out with Sophie, and I'll tell her afterwards. And that's exactly what I did. And then I made out with Nathan also. And then they wanted to go swimming, but he didn't have a bathing suit. So they said, do whatever the client wants. Like, do whatever it asks for. Like, they had us hooking up with clients. That was okay. And then the client wanted a bathing suit. I was like, I can give you mine, or I can take you to go buy one. I'll buy one for you. No, I want yours. I look around at production. I go, can I do that? I don't have any underwear on underneath. And they look at me and go, do you care? And I went, no. So I thought that meant it was fine. So I get naked. I'm like covering myself, obviously. And I give him my bathing suit. I'm going to the bar, getting shots, partying, whatever. The show comes out and it makes it seem like I just openly chose to get naked, and the whole cast was like so fucking offended, and it was like a disgrace to the Lohan brand. And I'm like, and they cut out my Friday Night Lights speech when I got fired, because I'm like, oh, I'm a disgrace to the brand, but your brand is okay with violence and misogyny. If that's what your brand is, then I don't want to be a part of it.
And sleeping with clients. What? Like,
Yeah, if you
where
watch
do
the
you
show,
draw the line?
It was very encouraged on the show for sure.
How are you going to allow sleeping with clients but not allow a messy room? Is it because you're bringing the clients to the room and it needs to be clean?
The truth of the matter is they were just finding reasons to get rid of boring people on the cast.
Yeah,
And
that's
I was,
exactly.
after I was fired, I was told they were going to bring me back if they did another season, which we were supposed to. We cleared our schedule for a year. And then like a month before we would go back to film, just TMZ comes out, Lohan Beach Club no longer exists.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
She just sold it. She didn't tell MTV. She didn't tell anybody. We called and they were like, no, we just found out as well. We had no idea. And it was just, the rug was pulled out from under us because she was an unstable person to work with. So she was nice when I knew her, but I will never forget that she cost me 5 years of a TV show. That bitch.
I mean, people sometimes are great to know them, not always great to be in business with, right?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
wow, that's intense, and that's a lot. I have a lot to say about it, but the first thing I will say is there is a special place in hell for producers that do things like that to cast.
Thank you.
So I'm sorry, because we've been there, we've been on TV, and like there's a lot that we are not always able to share. So thank you so much for sharing all of that. That's fucking crazy.
Well, one thing you got to know about, and I think it's to my detriment, is I talk about everything production-wise that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Oh, me too. Courtney
because I don't give a
knows.
shit.
Me
Yes.
too. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of
care.
the day, they ain't paying me more than I can make doing YouTube on my own.
First of all, the production companies are not the ones that are in charge of casting. That's why I don't give a fuck.
Thank you, bitch.
So, and if you can show up to your job as a producer and choose to be unprofessional, but I, as a cast, am expected to be professional, then the middle finger to fucking you.
Yeah.
I will tell everybody what you did to me, and I will make sure that none of my friends in TV ever work with you, because my friends are amazing and they deliver for good TV, and you don't deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you. I love her boss bitch attitude right now. I do. But
I knew you would.
You have to treat people like do unto others.
Golden
treat you
rule
like
it, girl.
shit.
Golden
Do
rule
unto
it.
others.
Production treats you like garbage.
They
treat you like you're
do.
worthless. And like on my second show, like on the first show, Lohan, I was friends with all of them.
Yeah.
Like I trusted them, and that was my mistake. On X on the Beach, I was a monster.
I was going to ask you,
monster.
you did Lohan Beach Club, like, you obviously learned a lot. You learned how the production worked. You learned
So that was the first thing you did. You were just at the Abbey,
Just came in.
bartending with those big arms.
Baby.
Nice.
Baby.
Those arms that got you on the cast. That's nice. I would have come up to you too. It was like,
So you. You messy bitch. No.
I love that. Okay, so then what did you do after?
I honestly just continued doing YouTube, and that because that was always my goal. I always put that before TV because at the end of the day, and this is where like people get very confused. Like the hate comments on like Twitter being like, "You're not on the challenge, so like you're irrelevant." I'm like, bitch, if they don't get cast, they're nobody. If I don't get cast, I still got something.
First of all, Mike,
Yeah.
I just really need to send a special message. Y'all have no idea who has been called for these shows and how often we turn these shows down because they like to offer us peanuts. Bitch, I got offered the challenge. You think I'm trying to get up there and get my ass flung by Wes and the girlies? Hell no. And I know that they don't have the coin to afford me to go out there for 12 weeks and act a fucking donkey.
No.
So absolutely not. When the challenge fans say things like you're irrelevant because you're not on the challenge, no, bitch, I'm too pretty to be on the challenge.
Exactly.
Like, are you kidding me? Check yourself.
I've always said no originally because I can't get wet. My hair is powder. Like I haven't had the surgery to make it real yet.
Powder scalp.
And what I'm not going to do is being the queer who got eliminated because he couldn't get his hair wet week 2. I'm not doing it. And also, like when I said no, I'm like, okay, I'll be real. I'm going to talk about money.
It's fine.
The challenge called me. They wanted me to be gone. I'm not going to say when they called me, but they called me. They wanted me to be gone for 3 months. It's my manager who's the liaison, so they told me. And the pay would be around like $2,000 a month. I mean, a week. I'm sorry, a week. And you're gone for 3 months.
They spit in your face.
And I said, okay, well, I'm projected to make 80 to 100 grand on my YouTube channel in that time. If you can't match that or pay me more, why do I want to do your show?
And hurt yourself.
And hurt myself. And they were like, well, but it's the challenge, it's the TV. And I said, I'm so sorry, let's not get confused. My YouTube channel may not be the biggest thing in the world, but I have videos with more views than X on the Beach has total viewers combined.
Get him again for me.
So do not forget that. Your network means nothing to me anymore. And me and Arise on the show, we told them all the time, like, Arise was the best. Yeah. She was like, don't fucking talk to me like that. You're not Drag Race. You have no payoff for me, and you cannot speak to me in that tone. And I would be in the background like, get him again.
That's
I agree.
Spicy. I love that. That's crazy.
What was the biggest skill that you took from Lohan over to X on the Beach, would you say?
My willingness to go there. The reason I got fired was the reason I got recast on other shows. Where's everybody else from that show? I love them.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Yeah, but he's right. Yeah, he's right.
It was I'm the only one that was memorable. People that won Lohan Beach Club, people don't even know their names. They had no airtime.
And I do love y'all down. Y'all do know I love y'all down, but Mike is not. He's not inaccurate.
No, we all know the win. It's not about winning.
Only facts.
It's really not.
It's not about
Say it again. Say it again.
It's not about winning.
It's not about winning because it's what you do with the platform you're given, with the time that you get on your show, and what you do after it. That really determines who the winners are. Yes. You get what I'm saying?
And we've all been part of projects where maybe not the challenge because it's $1 million, but sometimes like let's talk about Drag Race.
Okay.
Like those All-Star seasons, prize money is like $100,000. For the All-Stars, it's $200,000. I know for a fact they are getting more than the prize money. At that point, I know people on other these people are getting like $650,000. Some of them.
Right. That's fucking crazy.
Maybe not Drag Race, but like some of these other shows, like I know the Jersey Shore on Double Shot at Love, Paulie and Vinny got like $1.5 million a season. Private jets, everything.
But you want to know something funny about something funny in fashion that I actually know about Jersey Shore? What? So random. But you know, Louis Vuitton would buy Snooki Gucci bags to wear on the show so that it cheapened like the Gucci aesthetic. What? Yeah. Isn't that tea?
That's crazy.
I know. Anyway, random. Go on.
Speaking of Jersey, did you hear the hot gossip going on with the New Jersey cast?
They're bringing back they're bringing it back.
Do you remember I told you I got a call to move back to Jersey for 4 months?
I wanted to ask you.
Wait, do it.
I said, no, I got that call months ago. I said, I just got an availability. Like my manager was like, by the way, they want to know, would you move to New Jersey for 4 months? And I was like, yeah, what
4
for?
months, yeah.
And then I never heard anything. So I didn't get picked. And I was never like option. They just asked availability. And I'm assuming it's for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do it.
How come?
Because I'm friends with people that are part of the original Jersey Shore cast. And bitch,
they're very upset.
Mad. And also, I also got to read them a little bit. Because they're all posting this thing being like, we took a chance with a network that was struggling. I'm like, first of all.
At the time that Jersey Shore came out.
MTV was popping. MTV was popping at that time.
They came at a time when The Hills was on its way out. You get what I'm saying? That's the time period that Jersey Shore came in. If Lauren Conrad still wanted to be on TV, Jersey Shore wouldn't have been what it was. And these are just the facts.
Yeah.
But it's not like anyone said that Family Vacation was getting canceled. So why can't we have a Jersey Shore 2.0?
Well, you know, they got Double Shot at Love canceled.
I never saw one episode of that, so I understand.
Me either.
Yeah.
I understand.
Well, Darren was telling me they were supposed to be the new cast of Jersey Shore, because what they did is they took Lohan Beach Club. That failed, so they took that formula, got rid of Lindsay, gave it to Pauly and Vinny with the Double Shot at Love Girls, and just redid the formula with them.
Okay.
But in Vegas. And then they were supposed to patch the torch onto them, but they all threw a stink and told the network it's either them or us. This is all coming from tea behind the scenes. There's no facts. It's just gossip.
Yeah.
Wow.
We love that here.
Yeah.
And then, so MTV obviously chose to stick with them, so they canceled Double Shot. And now they're doing it again, and now they're boycotting it again. But here's the thing, and I'm just going to tell everybody, I mean, this is just my personal opinion. I hope it does do well. I always wish success on everybody in any TV opportunity you get. I don't think a new show on MTV is going to do well anymore.
Well.
Why?
No one watches MTV.
And
We
why do you
can't even
think
get a
that is?
rerun. I don't know. I genuinely do not know why we don't even get a rerun, but we are playing ridiculousness for 24 hours straight every day. Why isn't like our episode playing once a week?
Yeah, you're right.
Right. Yeah,
You're right.
that's so true. I mean, I feel like whenever I go on MTV, it's always ridiculousness on
Always.
all the time. Yeah.
And you got to give people time to get invested. I feel like that's X on the Beach's biggest detriment is there's so many people and they're coming in and out and they don't show what really happens in editing. So it's like people are coming in and out for no reason, so quick. You have no time to get invested at all.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Before you went and did X on the Beach, did you sort of have like a plan of how you wanted your edit to go?
Yes.
Absolutely. How do you plan that out? How would you plan, like, I want to be seen in this light, so this is what I'm going to do? Walk us through that thought process before you hop your ass on a plane.
Well, it was kind of different. Instead of doing that, knew I was going on with Reese. They were very candid about that. We all knew we were going to be there. It's not a surprise.
They come off the water.
We fully went through like 4 months of auditioning for the show.
Jesus.
X on the Beach. Oh my God. I can't
Came out the
believe.
water.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here.
Yeah, I submitted a list of X's to a network, and I can't believe they're showing up right now. So of course, me and Reese knew that we were gonna have to talk about it, and we genuinely wanted to work on things. So we're like, you know what? It's a controlled environment. Maybe it'll be actually good for us. I knew what Reese was gonna do.
Wait, did you genuinely think that at the time?
What?
That it would be good for you guys?
Yeah. Because it's a controlled place for me to work on things that I couldn't do to her outside of the house.
Oh, right, I see.
Because I was like, if you want to, well, I'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, I knew what Reese gives. Reese is always on, especially when she's on TV. I know what she's going to give. She's going to give quiet, model, statuesque, and I was going to give us airtime. So I was like, I'll be the funny one who I'm not willing to, I'm willing to be the bad guy. That's what makes me good on reality TV. I'm willing to be the dick. I don't care what your opinion is. And normally that won't happen, but I'm not afraid to do that. And I know with the situation with Reese, black trans woman, they're never going to make her look bad.
Yeah.
White guy with muscles.
Of
Mama, I'm
course.
your villain.
Easy.
Mama, I'm your villain.
You're halfway there.
And I knew I didn't even have to put on airs. I didn't need to act. I was just going to naturally do what happened. And I knew how it would play out because I know I'm damaged in that sense. But I thought being there would help me work on those things because, you go on TV and you see yourself in a different light.
Totally.
And you kind of reflect on that. And tonight, I know this will probably come out after, but tonight is like a bad episode for me.
I won't miss it.
It's the worst day. I have a full breakdown.
Really?
breakdown?
I have to watch it.
Full breakdown. I curse out. I don't know what they're going to show, but I'll tell you, like, me and Aris get in a huge fight. And it's a genuine fight. And it is because the whole time, like, we know not to give it all away too fast. It's Sex on the Beach. If I don't let you finish the storyline, you can't get rid of me.
Yeah. Easy.
So this just actually we got in a real big fight randomly. And she knows me. She knows my triggers. She knows my trauma. And she basically came at me with, this is why no one will ever date you in the real world because you're a slut. You're a WeHo glory hole and no one will ever take you seriously. And I was like, and that's why you're still single at your fucking age, you fucking bitch. And then it went.
You call that black trans woman a bitch, they gonna eat your ass up.
Yup,
She
I was
leaned
just gonna say
back. Because I yelled at her with no makeup on, and she was furious because she's like, "You motherfucker, this is gonna air." She leaned back, crossed her legs, and goes, "You know, it's real brave of you to just verbally assault a black trans woman." And I went, oh, you didn't have to do that. I saw Twitter. Like,
I'm sure your ass did.
Oh, God, it was bad.
Just
and then I went
log
In
out
today's
today.
age,
Just go on ahead and just log out
if
today.
you raise your voice, even if you look at a black woman on TV wrong, you will automatically be labeled as racist. What did you
Shut
say
your
to
ass
that?
up.
Were
Don't
you
you
like,
do that.
let me relax?
I walked downstairs and I came back upstairs and I made it worse. Because you know when you like come back and you're like, all right, I'm not letting it go. Maybe I shouldn't have called you a bitch. But you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, but you're kind of acting like one.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they made me call my mom. And they were like, what would your mother say if she heard you talk to a woman like this? I'm like, let's call her. Mom. She was like, I called the girl a bitch and now the whole house hates me. Long pause. Well, was she a bitch? And
I
was
love
like,
that.
yes.
My mom probably was.
She goes, well, fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Now they need to air that.
Yes.
And they wonder why we are the way we are.
I come from a loud Italian family. They're like, you talk too much and you're obnoxious and you're flamboyant. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I mean, it is what it is. I am who I am.
Yeah. And it'll be, because, the thing is, with this fight, I really was going to lose Arisa as a friend. She taught me, she pulled me aside. It was like, genuinely, we are not friends after this. Do not talk to me.
Oh, really?
I do not want to speak to you ever again. Don't.
But she called you a glory hole.
But now she had the power. Because the whole house, of course, has to side with her. Optics. The whole house has to...
Don't put me on X on the beach. I don't give a fuck about optics.
Yeah.
You call me a glory hole. It's up.
Yeah,
But
same.
they're not going to show that.
Yeah,
I already know.
not.
It hasn't even aired yet.
They be bleeping out "damn" on
Yeah.
X on the beach. They're not gonna show her he's calling you a
Really?
glory hole.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should have Arisa on here. She'll be talking about the same shit. she'll be putting me in my place, because literally she was like, she wouldn't talk to me. And then I was like, they're going to make me go home. I know it. So I had to write a letter. They had me write it in the confessional booth. I'm crying. No one will talk to me. I'm like, and then I had a feeling I was going to have to go out this way. So there's a moment I feel like where I might be going home tonight because of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a moment where it's like, this is coming out after today. Yeah, I'm assuming safe to say.
Yeah.
Okay. I could talk about it then. Basically, they're like, you're going to go to divorce court. And you're going to have to plead your case in front of the whole house. And whoever they vote is guilty is probably going to leave.
Whoa.
And I was like, she wouldn't even talk to me. And everybody hates me. I'm going home. That's how I genuinely thought. So we go there. And Aris, why does Mike suck? Reads me down. Like, Mike, this. Mike, why does Aris suck? I just start to sob.
I believe it. I believe it.
And I talk about all my trauma because dating her is really triggering for me. She makes me feel like the whole thing was I didn't want to be open. She did. Okay, so you want to share me. I'm not good enough for you. Why aren't I good enough for you? Why, you know what I mean? You don't make me feel safe. All I'm asking you to do is make me feel safe, and you use it against me. And everybody thinks I'm gaslighting her, and she gaslit me the whole time.
You're like, I just want security.
I was,
Damn.
yeah. And I was like, it makes me a bad person, and I lash out of the people I care. I had a real breakdown, and then I looked up and saw that everyone else was crying, and I'm like, oh my God, it's working.
You're so
like,
stupid.
It was real. I was actually having a breakdown, but then I leaned in.
Peeks to the fingers.
Yeah.
It was real tears. I was really crying. And then because they could put silly music behind it, and that real genuine moment is now a joke.
For sure. They could totally discredit you. They could not even show it. They could just show you crying in response and cut the whole response.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's nuts.
Yeah, but they let me stay, and then I have my moment. It gets crazier from there.
I want to ask you, you
wild.
still gonna be doing reality TV at 45?
No. I won't even be doing YouTube hopefully at 45.
What you doing at 45?
I want, my whole thing is alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to build, I want to be like the bartender of Beauty Gurus. So
Ooh.
think about that platform. I would love to start coming out with niche liquor products that aren't just readily available, that no one's done, that I could promote on my YouTube channel of an audience who's already niche that would like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then use that to launch a business that I care about, queer-owned business, that highlights, other queer people in queer spaces. And that's where I would love to go, and eventually retire and have a business that I could now hire YouTubers and social media people to work for me.
Ooh.
So I can give back, because all this is going to go. And let's be real, I can't be 45 covering myself in peanut butter like I have done before on YouTube.
Stop.
That's
Because I know
wild.
exactly what you're talking about. Stop.
There's things I can't be silly like that anymore. Or I got to get to the point where I could make how to make whiskey, and people will click. You know what I mean?
How to make whiskey in the mask voice. How to make whiskey.
But that's the goal. I want to use this to spearhead a business, so that at 45 I could have something else that I've created myself. Everything I've created myself. And honestly, when my TV shows fail, because a lot of them seem to fail, I do find pride in every time I get like recognized or called out. It's always from people that know me from like YouTube or TikTok. So like that TV show, we don't know her, but like that thing you created yourself, oh my God, we love it. And I'm like, that's, you know, you think I would be upset about that, but I actually am very proud about that.
I was gonna say, you probably feel like pride, like a sense of pride. Like,
yeah.
Like my baby being recognized.
Yeah.
Aw, fun.
I'll be doing more reality TV. I don't know how much more reality TV, but I'll be doing more.
I think
I love you on TV already.
You can't leave TV until you do a Bravo something.
Oh.
You can't. That has to be like your final stop.
Yeah.
Like you can't leave until you do a Bravo something.
Well, I'm trying to be on the Real Housewives of Dubai, so I'll bring you with me.
Can we?
Let's do that.
College Hill is on Real Housewives of Dubai. One of the housewives is like from College Hill, from BET, from like back in the day.
Are you serious?
Let's go.
Yes.
I will be there. Show me. Where is my Dubanian prince?
Is it
They're
Dubanian?
about to get us.
Who are they?
We're gonna get
Dubai?
kissed. I'm not commenting on this. I'm a white man.
Okay, and I'm shutting.
I need
Go
me
ahead,
the
Savannah.
Prince of Dubai. If you are the Prince of Dubai, please slide into my DMs. I'm ready for my close up.
I'll be your side piece.
Yeah, you'll be my gay bestie.
Yeah.
Who's also just so happens to be a bartender and can make me a drink.
Honey.
My,
I mean, you're gonna need something to drink while I'm sleeping with your man.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay. Honestly, take him. I don't want to do that work anyways.
We're gonna be going on trips, girl.
That's fine. As long you can have him, I'll take the cards.
Oh my God.
Mike, who do you think from reality TV is nice that you haven't met yet? And who do you think could potentially be mean on reality TV that you haven't met
That's
yet?
a good question.
From any show.
From any show. Oh my God. That's who do I think could be mean?
And maybe they even like come off nice on camera and you're like, nope, that's a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm not really, you know, Ronnie from Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Never wanted to meet him.
Why?
Never did.
Run.
I don't like people that have like charges like that against women, anyone. There's a lot of people on the challenge that I have no desire to. Honestly, there's more people that I know are probably not fun. There's a lot of people on the challenge that I have like no desire to see or like get in touch with. And that's another reason why I just wouldn't want to. Like, if the show doesn't look fun, I won't do it.
Right? The challenge doesn't look like fun to me. I want to have fun.
It looks stressful. It's not the same anymore. It's just very stressful now. And then the jumps just keep getting bigger.
They
and
used to
like,
be falling into a lake before. Now they up 300 feet up in the air, jumping out the damn helicopter.
And
I'm
honestly,
not doing that.
they're all straight. And
Yeah. Well, this upcoming season, they were trying to get the girls.
they were
yeah, they had Casey.
The girl said
well,
no.
they get one or two. They get like a
Casey,
few gays, but
Nani.
but it's like gays that like that environment. Like
It's not us.
I
It's
would
not
be
like
so
us.
no.
the toxic masculinity. I would just get in fights with people all the time,
Yeah.
and I couldn't handle it. And I would just like when even on X on the
Yeah.
Beach, me and Reese were pacing. Like I need to speak to a gay person.
Mm.
I need to
Right.
speak to a gay
I
person.
know that feeling. Yeah, I know
I
that
just-
feeling.
Right, it is kind of that toxic masculinity, huh? Because I feel like we're assertive, but I have no problem like lying down and being like, "Okay, you take the reins." But I feel like in like an environment and like the challenge, it's like
You need to always be
yeah,
Like,
and then
eat
eating a
puff out
Slim
your
Jim,
so
chest.
drinking a
aggressive.
protein
Can we
smoothie.
chill and like smoke a joint in the back or something?
Yeah, like we get it. You're a man. You know what I mean? I'm also a
Yeah.
dude, but I could sit back and be like, "Listen here, sissy girl."
Yeah, like we just ran 4 miles and then swam
nice
like
jump
a
off that
quarter.
waterfall, girly girl.
You really slayed that jump, bitch.
Yeah, you go, girl. Get it. Raw.
Oh Lord.
And who do I think would be nice? Bethany Frankel.
Really?
Bethany Frankel is one of my icons.
Bethany
Really?
Frankel.
Your icon?
Mhm.
Wow.
I
why?
love her. I think she's one of the quickest people. She's someone that used reality TV to like do what I want to do, produce like a business and a success. Like she's somebody that I really want to follow in their footsteps. And I feel like she's smart. She's unapologetic. She's quick. Like I feel like she's amazing.
I never knew that.
I
but
love
it makes
Bethany
sense.
Frankel. Love
Skinny
her.
I
girl.
love that for you. You are very much all those things. You're
thank
very
you.
quick,
Yeah, I
you know.
agree.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I mean I haven't even known you for a very long time. You know, I only met Mike at Courtney's birthday dinner. And
Yeah.
we got along so well.
We were
I
sitting
knew
next to
you
each other.
would.
I think that's why he put us next to each other.
Yeah, no, we got along so well. That was a great seating arrangement, by the way.
Thanks.
It was very Housewives.
I'm
live.
so
Very
glad that I have
Housewives,
control
right?
issues.
I want to. This weekend's my birthday. I want to do something. Maybe
I
we'll do
know it's
something
in my
fun.
calendar.
Wait, when's your birthday?
The 28th, Gemini.
Oh my God. Oh, you're a Gemini. Interesting. Wait, a lot of people don't like Geminis, right?
Oh yeah, we're two-faced. I don't think we're two-faced though. I think we're adaptive.
Yeah. Are you two-faced though? Or I mean, that could also just be like coding, right? Like how you talk to different people and stuff like.
Well, I can't. You know the thing
Don't
is,
be making excuses for this bitch.
I can't. Like, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, can I be manipulative if I want to? Yeah. Is that two-faced? I don't think so because I'm also honest about it. Like whatever if you hear I'm talking about you behind your back and you didn't hear me say it to you, you know it's not true. And I'm very stern about that. Like especially people I care about, I will tell you what you don't want to hear.
Yeah, it doesn't come out of my brain unless I'm okay with you hearing it.
Yeah.
So even if I say it behind closed doors, I'll say it in front of a camera.
I'll text
clearly.
you. I'll be like, by the way, I told everyone you're a cunt tonight.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know it.
I just want to let you know that that's how I feel and that's where I'm coming from tonight.
Yeah, and I think we're just adaptive. Like I can adapt to any situation because I've had to. So I feel like that's not two-faced. That's just like I have like different personalities, and I feel like that's a skill.
Okay.
A skill.
A
skill, everybody.
I don't know if I would call it a skill, but I mean, okay, go off. Yeah.
I'm proud of it.
I'm not here to scold you, you know?
Let's move into the game.
This
Ooh,
game.
okay, yes.
Yes.
Games.
We're basically playing our version of Fuck, Marry, Kill, which is bestie friend dead to me. We're going to give you 3 names of some people that you may or may not know.
Okay.
So your friend is like someone you kind of fuck with, obviously. A bestie, like, till I die, for lifer.
Got it.
Dead to me, couldn't give a shit about 8 feet in the ground.
Okay. Easy enough. Let's go.
The 3 people that we have for you are Reese, Mac, and Lindsay Lohan.
Okay, Lindsay Lohan, bye.
Dead
Lindsay
to
Lohan,
you?
dead to me. Reese is my... Reese and Mac is gonna be tough because they're my 2 best friends.
Yeah. We love to make it challenging.
You know what? Mac is more of a business partner. I need him for my money, so I'm gonna say Mac's my bestie. Reese don't give me shit. And she called me a glory hole, so she's a friend.
Oh my God. You're silly.
That is allowed here. It is a free country.
It is a free country.
She knows I love her.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go Mac bestie because I've known him similarly as long as I've known you, and he's been a good friend to you. So that is important to me.
You gotta have him on the podcast. He would love this.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
We'll bring him in.
Oh yeah.
I would say Reese as a friend because I enjoy watching Reese on TV with you, honestly. And dead to me, Lindsay Lohan, because I wanted 5 seasons of BS. Honestly, sorry, Lindsay.
We all did.
Yeah, like I wanted the 5 seasons.
Okay.
What about you?
So my train of thought is just a little different from you two. I feel like I don't want to get on Reese's bad side, so I'm gonna make her my bestie.
Kind of smart for that.
She gonna call you the glory hole, girl.
I feel that's fine. Maybe I need her in my quarter to call someone else a glory hole, and that is also the type of friend that I need. So Reese, call me sister.
Yeah. She's an amazing friend. She really
I
is.
also feel like Lindsay needs a friend right now. You know, she seems to be going through a lot. It doesn't really seem like the people in her corner have her best interest at heart.
Sure.
So I'll give Lindsay my friend one, and I'm only gonna give Dead to Me to Max. I don't know him.
Fair.
And he hasn't been on the podcast yet, so that's why you're dead to me until you come on here.
That's fair. I'll take that. And it's valid.
It is valid. You would like that.
It is. And you are right about that with a Reese. Like a Reese and I became really close because there was the 3 of us were best friends with someone. There was a person in the middle who I had like a big falling out with because they did not like me. Like a similar situation with you.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what happened. So a Reese had us over. I'm not going to say their names. Reese had us over to like confront it. And he had his piece. And then she saw me reacting to it and just shutting down. And Reese intervened. She didn't have to do this because she actually liked him more than me. And she stood up for me. And she didn't have to do that. But she's like, I was there. I knew what he was saying was bullshit. I'm around you guys all the time. I wasn't going to let him just lie about that because when is he going to do that to me next? And so basically, she stuck her neck out for me when she didn't need to do that. And ever since then, I'm like, this is a real bitch. Because
That's a
she'll
friend.
also do this, whether she likes you or not, she'll tell you the truth. And
Yep.
those are the people I surround myself with.
Same. I'd
Same.
rather be told the truth and have my feelings be a little hurt than be lied to.
Yes.
You know, and
Yeah.
then live in this fake reality of like that I create for myself because I don't want to see the truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn.
That's some real shit, by the
Yeah.
way.
Friendship, y'all.
Yeah.
Learn something.
Yeah,
And
read your
adulthood.
friends.
Adult friends.
Talk
This is
shit.
Girl.
Real
Adult
friends talk
friendship.
shit and
Real
are
friends
honest.
talk
Yeah,
shit.
I agree. It just is what it is. It's probably why you're friends in the first place.
Yeah, we're just a whole bunch of shit talkers. Is what the deal is.
We're on reality TV. Of course we are. I don't know how you guys did The Circle, though. I could never do that show. Ever.
I know I've said this to you before, but I was literally in the circle laughing at you. Because like you would come across my mind and I'd be like, Mike ass could never do this
Never.
bullshit right here.
Never. I'm
Be alone like that all damn day. All damn day.
and I'm confrontational. Like I fight. I physically fight.
Really? You would have been like,
I'm the person where like, don't ask me. Don't do as I say, not as I do. Because I'm the kind of person where like I choose violence. So if you say some shit on a chat, I'm gonna leave that room and come to your door. Open up.
Michelle goes in our second finalist, Mike, and Mike just comes up and slaps somebody behind the bar.
On site. The only time I almost got in a fight.
site?
Yeah. The only time I didn't physically hit somebody on X on the beach and I got close, instead I hit the table, was because A, I'm making 3 times as much as he was to be there. And if I hit you, I'm leaving and I'm losing like 5 weeks of paychecks.
exactly.
Oh, they don't pay you if you.
No, if you leave, you don't get paid.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say, but someone on that show who I complained to you about a lot was doing a lot for $500.
Girl.
$500.
Could never be me.
The fact that
Could never
person
be.
signed the contract is.
And I'll say, I don't give a fuck. You shouldn't have gone around telling everybody what you made and asking them how much they made.
It's always those. It's always the ones that aren't making the most
Yeah.
that are so concerned with how much everyone else is making.
The thirsty people who would be like, you're just trying to get attention from me, would also come up to you to meet you and be like, hi, what show are you on? How many followers do you have? First thing they say. Girl.
You should come to Hearts of Reality this winter.
Okay.
Yeah, you should do that.
Down.
Let's make it a fun old trip. You too. You're not doing anything in December. We got you early enough. Yeah. Yeah, before you even think to plan, let your manager know.
Okay.
When I give you the date, Savannah ass is in Florida this weekend.
Ooh, it's
for
in
the
Florida?
sick babies.
You should have
We're
just
going Hearts
kidnapped
of
me and said that
Reality.
we're
I
going
love
to
that.
Miami.
Yeah, we're gonna turn up, but
where
for
in
charity.
Florida?
Like Orlando or something.
Can we go to Miami?
Yeah, let's go.
If you, I was speaking to a circler about Miami last night.
Could we play Miami? I can get us a hosting gig at Twist.
Really?
I'm into the bars.
I'll,
But
I'll show up. You know what shows up.
I love the bars.
All right, Mike. Where can our viewers and listeners find you?
you could literally find me across all socials at MikeMGTV. I primarily do YouTube, TikTok, then it goes to like Instagram. I want to start doing Twitch. I don't really know Twitch.
What are you gonna do on there?
Right now, I've just kind of been doing like episode reactions. I just like chat if I have something to get off my chest. And I post it on my second channel, but it's live. I want to learn how to play video games. I haven't gamed in forever, but I want to learn.
Yeah.
And other than that, I have my own podcast with Mac called Messy Pod. We go live every Wednesday.
Listen to that. Rate, review, and subscribe, y'all.
Does
We're
it
gonna
get
have you guys
messier than
on.
it did today here?
Oh, kind of like equal, but we get like
Ooh.
dirty. Like we drink douches.
Ooh.
It's
All right, well, if you're into that type of stuff, definitely tap into that. I know I
Period.
will be on my walks, right, Courtney?
Yes, on
Yes.
yeah, on the walk.
And when you're not listening to that, you can listen to our podcast, but you can find the link for that on my socials.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
At Sav Palacio, pretty much everywhere.
Oh, well, you can find me doing a plethora of things on my socials. Court Revolution on Twitter and TikTok, and Courtney Revolution, that's the full name, on Instagram.
Love it.
And follow the Homecoming Queens on Instagram and TikTok at Homecoming Queens Pod.
Watch every episode of Homecoming Queens podcast on our Eve YouTube channel or listen on your favorite podcast app. Rate, review, and subscribe. You know what to do. I don't have to say it again. Okay, rate, review, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
This was so much fun. This was fun.
Subscribe.
Homecoming Queens is part of the Eve Podcast Network and a Forever Dog production. Executive producer, Tracy Soren. Producer, Clementine Yost. Development executive, Mariah Nickolas. Engineer and editor, Sebastian Portuondo. Theme song by Will Pitts. Cover photo by Stephanie Saias. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boham.